Hey, it is the day after No Business 100. I did finish. Here is the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful buckle. The race directors, it's one big loop, and the race directors switch the direction every year, which is so fun. So if you do both directions, you get a bigger, nicer buckle. This was an odd year for me, a fifth year, so just one buckle for me. That's fine. But I will tell you that if you do it 2 years, they don't even have to be in a row, you will get a nice extra buckle. You get two buckles. So many things went right. The weather, the rain, it was supposed to rain all day yesterday, or Friday. This is a Friday, Saturday race. The rain cleared up like 30 minutes before we started. It was perfect. It was enough rain that the trees perked up. The colors out there were absolutely stunning. Let's see. So beautiful weather, cool breeze. Could not have asked for better weather. It got cold last night, but you know, you got gear for that. Yeah, just so many things went right. I finished. I was probably one of the last finishers. I do not care. In theory, I have Javelina next weekend. I got to wrap my mind around that. I've got a few issues that need to clear up before I do that, or at least finish it. Let's see. What went wrong? Gosh, a lot of things went wrong for me. I'm so glad the weather was right, because it was very challenging. I had a real struggle with sleep last night. I have not been sleeping well. I did not sleep the night before the race, and that was a real struggle. So I had a lot of trouble with that. And even when I got some caffeine in me, I still couldn't stay focused. I was awake. I was not falling asleep on my feet, but I could not stay focused for a minute or two, and that slowed my pace down. Blisters, our feet were pretty much wet for one reason or another, small creeks, big creeks, the whole entire way. And my feet blistered. They don't usually blister. So I've got blisters on both of my feet to deal with. Not bad, but enough to really, I had to run. One foot started blistering very strangely, mile 20, and one started like mile 80. Go figure. So had that to deal with. I got sick. I can't even tell you the last race I got sick in, twice. And, just like, I think I know the combination of things. I think it was a lot of sugar in my stomach, and just the combination of my electrolytes, adding too much sugar to my stomach, and trying to push pace, just jostling up and down. Let's see. My shoulder. I hurt my shoulder in Superior 100. I think I'm going to have to get my rotator cuff looked at. And of course, I fell twice. Only 2 times I fell on that shoulder. Not great, but not horrible, but it just irritated it. And so, you know, one of the things, and pace. Let's talk about cutoff. I think I got up to maybe an hour on cutoff, and then I just couldn't seem to maintain that hour, probably because of the sleep issue at night. And I got to like a half an hour this morning. Or yesterday morning, it was like a half an hour on cutoff, which it makes me very uncomfortable. And it got down to 20 minutes, actually. I let some of that slip away. But you can finish if you've only got a half an hour on cutoff. I'm used to having, back in the day when I was running faster, I had hours on cutoff. Didn't even have to think about it. Now it's very uncomfortable for me. But that being said, if you can maintain a half an hour on cutoff, like I said in the previous video, you can make it. That's perfectly fine if you have less than half an hour on cutoff, and you can maintain that. Whatever you have, if you can maintain that, you can finish, and the finish is worth it. There was somebody that gave up. Like, that was like the last aid station, or next to last aid station, and he said, I'm done. I just don't have anything mentally left. And it was mile like 88 or 92, and I felt so bad for him. Yeah, he was moving fine too. So anyway, if you really want to finish and you have just a half an hour or some minutes, 15 minutes, whatever on cutoff, if you can maintain that, it doesn't matter. It's over cutoff. It's above cutoff. Let me say it that way. It's above cutoff, and you can finish. All right. That's my message to pass on. That's one of my lessons learned. And you can finish with blisters. You could just tune them out, run around them, deal with them. The one that started, the foot that started at 20 miles, I just ran around it the whole entire time. It just, you know, just irritated. It irritated me, and I just tuned it out. It wasn't getting any worse. It was just very irritating. So anyway, you can finish with a lot more things going wrong than you think you can. All right. Do not give up. Do not be like that guy and just give up. Just because you're not in the mood anymore. It's worth the finish. All right. All right. See you all.